Hello fellow remarkable women, and welcome to this week's wrap, taking you through the top stories for women throughout the week. I'm Shivani Gopal. It's Friday the 27th of March, and this week we'll be talking about COVID-19, shining the light on the housework divide throughout the home. We'll take a look at the gender pay gap and if it has worsened during these times of crisis. And on a positive note, we'll share that incredible video of Jacinda Ardern talking to her people after putting her toddler to bed. Let's get you all wrapped up. COVID-19 is wreaking havoc on our health, our communities, and the economy. There seems to be no shortage of bad news when it's COVID-related wherever you turn. So can we find a silver lining? Turns out there may be one. Scores of partners will be finding out just how much unpaid work their partners do, more so the unpaid work that women do. You see, according to a national survey reported by the ABC this week, women in comparison to men do 4 to 7 hours more housework, regardless of their income. You see, breadwinner or not, the mental load by and large is carried by women. And for the first time in history, men will be witnessing, or shall I say tripping over, the load as both parties make the move to work from home. It seems social isolation can mean marital revelation when it comes to revealing just how much unpaid, thankless, and invisible work women actually do. And the tangles that come from this can reveal even more. Who gets to take that early morning meeting? Who will be justifying why they can't fold the washing while doing that Zoom call? When the camera's off, of course. And who will be justifying whose work is more important than the other? Regardless of sex, income, and job title, the mental load and the undertaking of unpaid housework is serious business. According to a study by PwC, it's worth a whopping $565,524 million. Oof, what a mouthful. Or collectively 33% of our GDP. Suffice to say, getting the balance of unpaid work in your household right pays, and not just because of what it can do in strengthening or tearing apart your relationship and your sanity, but also because of what it says for future generations. If you want to create gender equality in the world, you've got to model it at home. Growing up, I saw both my parents work, cook, and clean together. And it's no wonder that I live out that example in my life. It has become my norm. So for those of you who don't appreciate the mental load, think about it this way. What version of normal are you creating for the future? Because your actions have an impact. Now let's move on to our second story. Has the gender pay gap worsened during the crisis that is COVID-19? Regular Wrap subscribers would know that Australia's gender pay gap stands at 14%, barely moving an inch over the last 12 months. Recent reports out of the US show that the gender pay gap has actually worsened through the crisis that is COVID-19, which begs the question, has the same happened here? In short, we won't know the impact it has had on Australia until official reporting comes out from WGEA for 2020. WGEA stands for the Workplace Gender Equality Agency. And due to workplaces facing unprecedented disruption, WGEA has extended their reporting deadline through which we should have clarity on, hopefully, a shrinkage in the pay gap. But unfortunately, it seems like the opposite will be true. Most of the roles affected by the shutdowns are from industries with a female majority workforce. Retail has a female workforce of 58%, hospitality 55%, and it should be noted that the majority of those leadership roles in hospitality are taken up by men at a whopping 90%. The longer these industries are out of work, the bigger the earnings disparity between men and women are likely to be. And then there's this. It's no doubt that the coronavirus has given us bigger problems to worry about, our health and our lives, and our very livelihoods due to the impact to the economy, industries by and large, and small businesses. But it is important to collectively ensure that when the pandemic passes, we do not lose traction on the closing of the gender pay gap. By the UK suspending gender pay gap reporting, it goes against the universal rule: what gets measured gets done. And given the World Economic Forum has already measured it taking 100 years to reach global gender equality, let's hope that with a year's lack of reporting and a likely lack of focus due to the world's weary return back to work does not stretch this gap even further. And finally, wrapping you up for the week, we will leave you with a snippet of the Facebook Live from Jacinda Ardern, oozing authenticity and her signature human-first approach. That's all from me. Until next week.
Evening, everyone. That I would jump online quickly and just check in with everyone, really, as we all prepare to hunker down for a few weeks. Excuse the casual attire. Can be a messy business putting toddlers to bed, so I'm not in my work clothes, so forgive me for that. I do just want to prepare everyone that because of the lag with COVID-19, the time from someone having contact with someone who has it, catching it themselves, them being symptomatic and being tested and positive, there's a number of days before all of that happens. So we won't see the positive benefits of all of the effort you're about to put in for self-isolation for a few days yet, quite a number of days. I'd say at least 10 days. So don't be disheartened. Our numbers are going to go up. And the modelling I've seen suggests that they will go up quite considerably. We'll see quite a steep rise. In fact, I'm expecting we may see several thousand cases over a period of time, until we then will start to, we hope, see the effects of what we're doing with self-isolation having a positive impact. So don't be disheartened when you see that. Don't be disheartened when you see that ongoing increase because of that lag. All of the efforts that we're putting in should eventually show if we all follow the rules. Till then, do check in on your neighbours. Do especially check on those who may be elderly. Give them a call, see what their needs are, and if you can help them, go out and grab their essentials and pop them on the front door for them. Just remembering the way we can keep them safe is by keeping our distance. Remember, stay at home, break the chain, and you'll save lives. And it's as simple as that. That's everyone's job for the next 4 months.